Hello ladies and gents, Bushman here and welcome to my channel and welcome to the Discover series. If you have ever been scouring Steam pages and the internet for a new game to play, even with a library full of games, then you're in the right place. This series was set up to share some of my favourite games and to give people inspiration to maybe try out a genre they have never tried before. My personal favourites are MMORPGs, survival games and more recently space games, and that brings us on to the first game in the series, which is Elite Dangerous. What can I say about Elite? I've never considered playing space games before until I learned about Star Citizen, and as an early backer of Star Citizen I quickly run out of patience with the progress of the game, but it left me hungry for something similar. After some time researching, I decided to try out Elite Dangerous about a year ago, and it definitely filled that void. Elite Dangerous is a space simulator where you make the galaxy your own. You can be a trader, explorer, miner, pirate, bounty hunter, or simply a space bus driver, or all of the above. There has never been a better time to try out Elite Dangerous, that they put a lot of focus and effort into the new player experience, but what I will tell you is with a little over 500 hours under my belt, I still feel I have a lot to learn and explore. I have never played a game with so much potential, and when I say potential, like every game, it does have its negatives, which I'll get into towards the end of the video. There isn't a direct path to follow or a story to hold your hand throughout the game, as I mentioned earlier. You make your own path in the galaxy and find out what suits your playstyle. I personally love the combat in the game, and I spent my time killing pirates and entering conflict zones. So let's not beat about the bush and jump straight into a combat video. Oh, we've got a capital ship coming in.
Oh, the sound.
I know. Boom. I hope it's our capital ship.
Uh-oh.
They're focusing fire on our capital ship. Keep it safe.
Yeah, fuck, I'll just defending the universe. From the threat of invasion, from the evil Emperor Zerg.
Defender of the Galactic Alliance. I'm not even going for that anaconda again, man. It just takes so long to get down.
You're on a roll, Commander.
Right. Oh shit, didn't mean that. No, back at that. Right, option on terminals. I'm gonna put my cargo rack in. Transfer options. Oh. Shield generator, that's on that. Maybe a 64 cargo rack in.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that little clip there, ladies and gents. I've also spent some time mining and doing some mild exploration, and all aspects of the game I have thoroughly enjoyed. There are plenty of sights to see, including one of the best experiences I've ever had in a video game, which was being interdicted by a Thargoid. I am being very careful about the footage that I show on this video, as Elite Dangerous is all about those first time experiences, the feeling you get when encountering one of the Thargoids for the first time, The first time you land on a planet, the first time you press the boost button on a newly purchased ship, The first time you blow up an asteroid to harvest its resources. I could go on and on, ladies and gents, so I have tried to showcase the game, but with as little spoilers as possible. So what are the Thargoids? They are the often hostile alien race of the game, and you can make a pretty penny by getting close and researching them, or even engaging in combat and selling that data on to other systems. Engaging in combat with the Thargoids requires a powerful ship, and it's pretty much endgame content which I have not reached as of yet, but I was pulled out of hyperspace by one of them and the experience was intense. There are some amazing looking ships to purchase and weapons to go along with it. Also hidden weapon technology by another alien race in the game known as the Guardians. Engineering is probably one of the most difficult things to complete in Elite, as it takes a lot of time and effort to acquire materials and unlock the various engineers throughout the galaxy. Your ship has many modules, and each of these can be engineered by specialist NPCs dotted about the galaxy map. If you wish to progress, especially in the combat world, whether it's PvP, bounty hunting, piracy or Thargoid hunting, engineering will be key to ensure you are putting out as much damage as possible and having strong defences to survive heavy damage attacks from other players and NPCs. There are many ways to avoid danger, but in the inhabited areas of space you will find yourself having to engage in at least some combat. Flight and skill plays a big part of survivability as well, and I can't recommend enough getting a flight stick and thruster for this game. You can still use keyboard and mouse or a console controller, but a flight stick setup will make it that bit more immersive. It doesn't have to be anything expensive, as I picked up a HOTAS X for less than £40. If you start to enjoy the game, you can easily spend a small fortune on this game and go for the Thrustmaster Warthog, which is a replica set of the joystick and dual throttle system of the US Air Force, the A-10C attack aircraft, weighing in at more than 6.5 kilograms and using metal for the joystick, throttle handles and bases. On top of that, you could go a step further and play Elite in virtual reality at a further cost. I purchased the Rift S specifically for Elite Dangerous, and I've got to say, it's hands down one of the best VR games I played and what's currently on the market. The immersion is next to none. I can only imagine how good it would look on something like the Valve Index at a higher resolution. It's not just open space you will be flying around in. With the Horizons expansion, planetary landings and surface exploration is also possible, and it's a nice aspect of the game. You can mine for materials, hack data of planetary stations, or explore caves, geological sites and biological sites across a planet's surface. I'm now going to show you a clip of our planetary landing just so you can see what you can do on the Horizons expansion. Like I say again, I'm not going to give too much away here.
Orbital flight engaged.
For someone who has never played a space game before, I can't recommend this game enough, and it'll provide hundreds of hours of fun and entertainment. But like I says earlier, like all games, it does have its bad points. So moving on to the somewhat negatives about the game. Travel and exploration does take a significantly long time, and it's probably my #1 complaint with the game. As much as it has a realism feeling, there are times where you find yourself staring at a mission objective or a heading for a long time while your ship flies in a straight line to the destination, and it can get a bit repetitive and boring. If you want to do exploration outside inhabited space and you can only play for say a few hours a night, it can take you months to reach a destination, and this is one of the reasons I don't do exploration, as there's no way of getting back to your other ships that you've parked in inhabited space. So if you fancy a bit of bounty hunting or combat after work, you have to abandon your voyage and head back to your other ships. A lot of players on Elite have multiple accounts, one for exploration and one for roundabout what's called the bubble or inhabited space, but in my opinion that shouldn't be the case. It would be nice if you could fast travel back to one of your other ships to get around the galaxy a little bit faster. That being said, ladies and gents, there is a chance that this might be addressed with the introduction of fleet carriers. Now, this is purely speculation, but I do have a feeling fleet carriers will have a much greater jump distance, so we'll be able to get around the galaxy a lot faster, maybe similar to what happens in No Man's Sky. This would be a welcome change to everyone who currently plays the game, I would imagine, and I do enjoy seeing the sights of Elite, but getting there is often quite soul destroying. There is an upcoming expansion with an estimated release date of Christmas time this year, which will be a paid expansion, and the community is hot on speculation of what this might be. The terms space legs and atmospheric planets are being bandied about a lot, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see on that one. In summary then, Elite Dangerous is definitely worth checking out, and there's a lot of content to keep you busy for a significant period of time. We have some exciting updates coming just around the corner, so there's plenty of time to make a start now and in those credits, commanders. I do often play Elite, so if you would like to see the game before buying, click the link on my channel page and follow me on Twitch. You might even see me playing, but there's plenty of videos on there to watch. That will bring us to the end of the first episode of Discover series then, ladies and gents. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.